Good morning to all. I am Google, currently doing my B.Pharm course in SNS College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Today we are going to see measurement of blood pressure. Measurement of blood pressure. What is blood pressure? Blood pressure is the pressure of the blood in the arteries as it is pumped around the body by the heart. Blood pressure does not stay the same all the time. It changes to meet your body's needs. It is affected by various factors including by position, breathing, emotional state, exercise and sleep. How to measure blood pressure? Atrial blood pressure is the most commonly measured via Clt-Manometer, which historically used the height of the column of mercury to reflect the circulating pressure. Blood pressure valves are generally reported in millimeters of mercury. Measured by wrapping an inflatable pressure cuff around patient's upper arm. This cuff is part of a machine called Clt-Manometer. It is best to measure blood pressure when you are relaxed and sitting. Steps of measuring blood pressure. Patient's arm should be supported with his or her upper arm at heart level. Back supported, legs uncrossed and feet on the floor. Your upper arm should be bare with the sleeve comfortably rolled up. Medicinal personnel should wrap the blood pressure cuff snugly around your upper arm. The lower edge of the cuff should be 1 inch above the bend of your elbow. Steps of measuring blood pressure. The cuff must be inflated quickly either by pumping the squeeze bulb or pushing a button. Patient would feel tightness around his or her arm. Next, the valve of the cuff should open slightly, allowing the pressure to slowly fall. As the pressure falls, the reading when the sound of blood pulsing is first heard is recorded. This is the systolic pressure. Methods of blood measurement. Auscultatory method, palpatory method, oscillometry method. First, auscultatory method. As the pressure is lowered further, the character of the throat of sound should change at some point. The sounds will disappear. The pressure reading at this point gives the diastolic pressure. The cuff pressure is inflected quickly to a pressure about 30 mmHg higher than the systolic pressure determined by the method of palpation. Then the air is let out of the cuff at the rate such that cuff pressure falls at a rate of about 5 mmHg per second. At some point, the person listening with the stethoscope will begin to hear sounds with each heartbeat. This point marks the systolic pressure. The sounds are called Krotov sounds. Brachial pulse is palpated just above the angle of the elbow. The diaphragm is placed over the brachial artery in the space between the bottom of the cuff and the crease of elbow. At this point, no sounds should be heard. Palpatory method. The cuff of the Clt-Manometer is wrapped firmly around the right arm, the right of the elbow. The lower arm should be rested on the table top or bench. Palpatory method. The radial pulse is palpated with the fingers on the left hand. The number of beats in 30 seconds is counted and the heart rate in beats per minute is recorded. The value on the inflating bulb of the Clt-Manometer is turned fully closed. The cuff is implanted slowly by pumping the inflating bulb until the radial pulse is longer felt. The cuff is inflated further until the pressure is about 30 mmHg. The valve on the inflating bulb is opened slightly by turning it in the counterclockwise direction. At some point, one will be able to feel the radial pulse once again. The pressure indicated on the gauge when the pulse reappears is noted. This is the systolic pressure. Now the pressure cuff is quickly released so as not to cause undue discomfort to the patient. Auscultatory method. The pulsation induced by the artery are different. When the artery is composed, no pulsation is perceived by the device. Then when the pressure decreases in the cuff, the artery starts to emit pulsation. The pressure that measured on the device defines the maximal blood pressure or systolic blood pressure. During the pressure decreases in the cuff, the oscillations will become increasingly significant until the maximum amplitude of this auscultation defines the average blood pressure. This method of measurement of the blood pressure is the oscillometric method. It is very often used in the automatic device for the measurement of the blood pressure because of its excellent cleavability. This is the graph. Now we are going to see about artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the field of computer science that is associated with the concept of machines thinking like humans to perform tasks such as learning, problem solving, planning, reasoning, and identifying patterns. Artificial intelligence, the branch of computer science that is concerned with the automation of intelligence behavior, the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, the art of creating machines that perform functions that require intelligence and performed by people. Data science, programming the blood pressure machine with the artificial intelligence, coding the normal valves of blood pressure, normal systolic pressure 120, normal diastolic pressure 80, normal blood pressure 120 by 80. In coding this program in the device, it's automatically measured and resulting the blood pressure.